Our next speaker is Davaajargal, and the title of her speech is Volunteering, the Best Antidepressant.
Never in my 17 years of living did I ever think that I would believe volunteers live longer and happier lives. I never fully thought that anyone would ever enjoy doing unpaid labor or sacrificing themselves for someone else. Turns out, they don't just magically live longer because people they help manifest a longer life for them. Or it's not simply the words, thank you, that fills their heart with joy. They actually enjoy life as they know when death comes, they live the meaningful life doing what their souls wanted to do. So, my friend took me to my first ever volunteer work last year. For me, someone who had hit rock bottom, it was just another waste of energy. I thought, how am I supposed to help those kids when I couldn't even help myself? How am I supposed to make them feel included when I feel completely disconnected from this world? I bet I wouldn't be that much of a help, though. And I was wrong. We went to Davaajargal to have some fun time with the children there. We played, we cooked together, and assisted them with their homework. After visiting them a few times, I felt so much sympathy that I started taking giving back to the community seriously. Because I was complaining about the food I ate until I saw them starving for days. I was complaining about my family until I realized they were abandoned. I used to complain about my clothes until I saw them wearing the exact same pants 5 days in a row. I was complaining nonstop about so-called hardships of life, not knowing that having the privileges I have is an aspiration for many. Here, my journey began. Educating these kids has become my passion, and taking an action for it through volunteering is my hobby. I was spending more time, more energy, and effort. When everyone started to notice that I was volunteering, some asked, "Hey Tauka, what do you get out of it though?" As an introvert who was incapable of expressing herself at the time, all I could say was, it's a genuine thing to do. It makes me happy. Because, not gonna lie, I didn't even know why I loved volunteering that much. So, that one day, when I was on my way to volunteer, my friend asked me, "What does depression feel like?" I replied, well, just deep and prolonged feeling of emptiness and hopelessness, I guess. That small conversation provoked me to think deeper about myself. I realized I wasn't getting that cold feeling anymore, or I wasn't the same old severely ill me who couldn't even walk 500 meters without my heart racing uncontrollably. On top of that, my mindset has changed drastically that people started to perceive me as an extrovert. At first, I couldn't figure out what was causing the transformation because, to be honest, life was going down with all the assignments and responsibilities. And what's strange was I wasn't stressing out about all that things. It's like I'm resistant to it. I thought, wait. Is this really me? Because normally I would begin losing hair and probably suffer from sleep deprivation. Then it hit me. The days I would take 5-hour-long nap to avoid my anxiety has become, oh my God, I'm going to volunteer tomorrow. I'm so excited, how can I sleep? The feeling of nausea when I even look at food disappeared because I needed more energy to make an impact. Horrifying thoughts of giving up on life is replaced with a strong will to live because I was born to make this world a better place. After volunteering for 558 long hours, I get asked a lot, what do you get out of it? I simply reply, fulfillment. Because all thanks to volunteering, I finally mended my depression. That one word, fulfillment, can cover all the reasons why you should volunteer. So, as you can see, volunteering sure works as an antidepressant for individuals, but how about the community? How does the community benefit? Let's see. I was working on a 1-month-long project where the salaries of 4 workers took up to 60% of the funds. I think it's reasonable. Then I implemented the same project with the same amount of fund. But this time, instead of paid workers, I enlisted 15 volunteers. We gave volunteers a small gift of appreciation and a t-shirt, yet it only took 11% of the fund. There was enough money left that we extended the project to 4 months. It probably had more significant impact and helped more people get back on their feet. See, that's the power volunteerism holds. Sadly, most teenagers and youths do community service initially for a certificate, without knowing the impact they have or what they are getting in return. There's a 2011 study from the University of Michigan. It says that people who volunteer because they want to help people live longer than those who don't volunteer. But those who volunteer because for some personal benefits live no longer than non-volunteers. Only 39% of the teenagers who volunteered continue after high school. It's still a lot of people, but imagine 90% or above. How much impact it can have. 20 years from now, our children will be living in a world we, Gen Zs, have built. If you think about that, this is the best era of all time. We show great awareness in mental health and its importance. We support equality and diversity. We value practical education and the skills that are truly important in life. So why not pass it down to the younger generations? I know we have the capacity to create a leading path for others to walk on. So look at that grumpy emo kid. No one's gonna believe I looked like that just a year ago. Now look at how much I've changed. It was taken right after I volunteered, and probably the happiest version of me. Volunteering sure changed my life like a whirlwind. Who would have thought that sulky teenager would be talking right now on this stage? If I was able to change my life, so can you. Maybe the impact of your actions may not be immediately visible, but it leaves a long-lasting mark. You might not remember who or how you helped, but they sure will. You might not see how it's affecting you or changing you, but great change take time. So show your initiative and start taking action for the problems you're concerned about. Go volunteer. And if you're already a volunteer, then I love you so much. Thank you. Very good.